All right, guys. Good morning. I don't know what kind of viewership we're even gonna get today, but we'll stream anyway, just because I'm awake. You know, I get up every morning so early I can't go back to sleep once I wake up. So we're up. I'm sure like the people overseas are still kind of watching the market. So let me know if you're here. What's up, Manuel? We're up. Yeah. It is Black Friday. Today is a half day in the market. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Hey, you as well, Empty. DS, what's up, bro? DD. Hey, what's up, team? All right, guys. So we're kind of green today. The SPY is at 402.70s here. So we're kind of green. Hey, what's up, Sean? World Cup is going on right now, bro. I don't even know. What's up, Claremont? Hey, Thomas, happy Thanksgiving to you all as well. Kathy Wood says Bitcoin will be $1 million by 2030. Do y'all think that's accurate? Genuine question. Is that accurate? Not at the rate we're currently going. I'm not trying to spread FUD, as they call it, but, I don't think we're going to hit that at the rate we're going. My guess is there's two potential scenarios here for cryptocurrency. We got 8 years until 2030. So a lot of stuff can happen in 8 years. That's for sure. But I think what people underestimate with cryptocurrency, and this is like a reality of it, is like the banking influence on crypto. All right. So like if you look at who crypto targets, who crypto hurts the most, it's banks. Like banks are the ones getting broadly pushed out by cryptocurrency. And so in that regard, the banks don't want to, the banks don't want to compete with crypto. And they've got a lot of allies on their side. And so I think in that regard, I think people underestimate their influence on everything that's going on right now is banking. I think banks influence the world. They ally with big oil. And, if cryptocurrency makes anything obsolete, it's banking. And so I'm sure the banks don't really like it, regardless of what holdings they have, considering their future outlook with it. But, let me know what you guys think. What do y'all think? Hey, what's up? Buenos dias, mi amigo. What's up, Alberto, Eggman, Octavius, Claremont, Thomas, DD? Yeah, we're starting the stream a little bit late. Like I said, I don't know how many people we're going to get here, but we're already drinking our coffee, so there's not really any turning back. I really debated just kind of playing Xbox this morning and like streaming maybe the first hour. But, the only reason I decided to stream is because I figured that we'd have some overseas people who don't celebrate Thanksgiving up and wanting to look at stuff. You can see the SPY at 402.60s, the Dixie's at 106s. So the Dixie just went green on the day. Here's the Dixie right here in the middle. It's at 106.13s. Q is weak today. So what we got going on today, guys, is we have weak tech. Tech is weak. The Dixie is moving up currently. and the SPY is slightly green, right? So we have weak tech, SPY slightly green. Weak tech is mostly being brought upon Disney strong, Amazon strong, Google's break even, chips are strong. What's dragging the Q down? Is it Tesla? No, Tesla's really strong today. Tesla's up to 186. What's dragging the Q down? Let me see. Let me look at like FinViz maybe. All right, so it looks like energy is down. So oil is what's down today. COP, ConocoPhillips down pretty big. We got like Intel. This has got to be from the other day. This can't be from today. I wonder why the Q is down. Let me see. All right, what's Apple doing? Apple is what's dragging the Q down. I see. All right, so here's Apple in the middle. Apple all the way down to 150s here. The news on Apple, let's look it up. I guess the news on Apple reportedly lost over 200,000 or 20,000 workers at the China iPhone plant after violent protests. It says it's trying to resolve problems at Foxconn's iPhone factory. Apple was addressing complaints after unrest at one of their factories. So yeah, so some stuff going on at the overseas factories for Apple. Reuters reported that Apple's iPhone production could slump by at least 30% at the factory after these protests. And that's kind of dragging the Q down with it, it looks like. The Q is the largest holder of Apple. The Q is what Apple is the largest percentage in the Q. Is the Q's largest percentage at about 14%. Microsoft is number 2. If we look at Microsoft here, Microsoft's pretty break even. Amazon's green today slightly. Tesla is green pretty well. But since Apple's the largest percentage, the Q is actually weak while the SPY is green. Again, we can look at the Dixie here and see that like the Dixie is up to 106s. Here's a good question for today's stream, team. Will we get volatility today? Will we get volatility today? It's a half day. Let me know, team. I get these notifications. Yeah, I'm looking at everything else, but Apple green today. I'll have to change the auto mod to Oil up almost 3%. Yeah, I might have been looking at yesterday's map. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Yeah, so I figured it out. So yeah, the Q is dropping right now. You can see the Q is technically red right now, while the S&P 500 is green, which is rare, but it happens. Again, the reason this is happening is because if you look at Apple, Apple's having a lot of bad news come out about one of their factories overseas. People are protesting. It's getting kind of rough for them. And so in that regard, they are down from 151s at close to 150s. So they're dropping pretty substantially. And in turn, that is dragging down the Q because Apple is the Q's largest percentage is what's going on here. So the Q's down, the Q's red because Apple's red, and SPY, which Apple's made of, but it's a smaller percentage, is green. That's kind of what's going down. So no, the market's open. Hiron, the market's open. It just closes at noon. Yeah, we're in AMC right now. We've been in AMC for a while. AMC is actually our only holding. I don't know how we got here, but hey, it's all right. What's up, bro? All right, guys. So yeah, so we got Apple down here. Aside from that, it's probably gonna be a pretty choppy day. I mean, we might poke around in futures. If you meet your 18-year-old self, you can only say 3 words. What do you say and why? Bro, 3 words isn't enough to get anything across. You know? Like, even if I had 3 words to tell my 18-year-old self, man, 18, bro. I was super dumb at 18, man. I'm not saying I'm not still super dumb, but, like, I was definitely dumber, you know? 18, I don't know what to say. Eat more is probably what I tell myself. I was like 120 pounds, you know, at 18, but I was just a kid. So is everybody actually like watching the market today, or is it something where I'm just kind of here and nobody else is? That's what I was trying to figure out this morning before I started the stream. Like, are we even gonna have anybody else here? I'm not saying I'm gonna play poker all day. Like, you know, I would never do that. You know what I mean? Who does that? I mean, sheesh. You know? But I got 4 monitors. That's all I'm saying. We got the Apple chart at 150s. We'll see if it holds. 150 seems like a pretty big psychological level for Apple. So we'll watch 150s. That's a good one, DS. Mind your business, yeah. Yeah, buy Bitcoin now. You know, that's a good one. Hey, that really is a good one. 18-year-old me, bro. I was 18. I'm not gonna give you guys the exact year I was 18, but I'll tell you guys a rough 5-year estimate of when I was 18. I was 18 from 05. Let me see. Yeah, I was 18 from 05 to 2010. From 2005 to 2010, I was 18. Somewhere in there. So yeah, it's right around like buy Bitcoin now time. You know, if I go back, I'd just say buy Bitcoin. No, not save your money. Buy Bitcoin, bro. You know, Bitcoin. How much was Bitcoin when it first came out? Like $1. Hey, what's up, Xavier? Yeah, it closed at 1 p.m. today. It might be 12. The futures market closes at noon. How about buy Tesla? Yeah, buy Tesla. That's a good one. Buy Tesla. Bitcoin appreciated far more, though, just to put it into perspective. Bitcoin appreciated far, far more. And so if we're looking at it at a base of like appreciation, Bitcoin, you know, even right now, even where Bitcoin currently is at 15, 20K or whatever it is, Bitcoin appreciated far more than Tesla did. Tesla appreciated a lot, don't get me wrong. But, you know, going from whatever 12 to 1,000 or whatever, you know, 12 to 2 or 3K is different than going from $1 to 20,000. You know, the appreciation from $1 to 20,000, even if you just get a fairly small position, is so much and so profound that, you know, if you go back in time, you'd buy Bitcoin, regardless of the fear and stuff going on about it right now. Yeah, I might buy some options today. You guys think I should? But you do have people here. I know, bro. That's why. Hey, we're streaming. Hey, what's up, Liz? Hey, thank you. I appreciate you guys for sure. Again, I'm sure y'all can hear the music, right? Let me know if you can. You should be able to. Okay, yeah, somebody's asking for a music change, which means at least you can hear it. Yeah, what's up, Santiago? Hey, have a good day as well, brother. What's up, Ronnie? Yeah, so I mean, there's not really much news today. The Fed is watching today. What are you guys buying today? I guess is the question. I'm using a Epidemic Sound. It's a licensing software or a licensing platform. So the Vikings win, and I gotta root for the Vikings this year. You know, Justin Jefferson. Bills won, Vikings won, Cowboys won, Dak Prescott. Bengals are gonna play Sunday. So are the Texans and the Dolphins. So all my favorite teams won. Not my favorite. I mean, I wouldn't call the Cowboys my favorite team, but I definitely want the Bills with Josh Allen to win. I definitely want the Vikings with Justin Jefferson to win. And like, I guess I'll allow Dak Prescott, since he's had a couple rough years, to take the W against the Giants, who are just, you know, I don't know. I guess it's arguable about who needs these wins more, the Giants or the Cowboys. They've all had pretty rough, you know, decades. Um, you know. Oh, dude, there's some hilarious memes right now. Oh man, there's some good memes. Yeah. Anybody but the Eagles, bro? No, dude. Let Jalen Hurts. Honestly, I'd probably prefer the Eagles to beat everybody. All right, Jalen Hurts, let that man get his W's, bro. That dude's had a movie like Rise in football. You know, from missing out the starting quarterback job at Alabama to Tua to doing his thing in Oklahoma to getting picked up by the Eagles to doing great, man. Doing great this year. I hope they win. I hope they win it all. Oh, it's definitely a slow day, Steven. You hear me talking football right now. But definitely a slow day. All right. It's cold, but not that cold. All right, guys. What's up, Humble Ninja? Sean. I'm in Texas. I would be rooting for the Cowboys. My Saints are just not doing great this year. All right, guys. So again, the only holding we're really in right now is AMC. If we find some extension to buy up stuff, we will. Again, the Q's down because Apple's down. SPY up still though at 403s, which is good. SPY looking really strong, man. I'm trying to tell people, bro. Nobody listens to me. In terms of like we've had so many bearish traders, and bears are fine. I'm not trying to like harp on bears and like be mean to the bears here, but like something I've noticed over the last like 3 months is a few things. Number one, bears refuse to let go of being wrong. Bears will the market will fly up. Right, here's the SPY over the last 90 days. Market's up to 403s, looking very strong. If we look at a daily chart, like the market has bounced back since early to mid October. We've been bouncing back in the market here. We were at 350s or lower back in October. And so we are all the way back up to over 403s, which is a great level considering this current market. And again, the nuance of the market is simple. Okay, this is kind of what's going on right now. It's not really arguable. It's just kind of what's going on right now. The Feds are considering lesser rate hikes in the future. So in the December rate hike meeting, every 6 weeks, the Fed meets to determine how much they want to raise or lower rates. And in that regard, a lot of different members are considering voting for lower rate hikes this next Fed meeting in December. If that happens, the market will probably go up more. One of the reasons they're doing this is because they're worried about a recession if the rate hikes continue in the way they are. And they don't want that. A soft landing is raising rates aggressively to combat inflation. The definition of a soft landing is raising rates aggressively in order to combat high inflation, while simultaneously not raising them so much to where it causes a recession. Right, that is what a soft landing is. And so the Fed doesn't want a recession. And I think a lot of people bet on the downside. I think a lot of people bought put options. And so it's like, if you ask anything about the stock market, they just say, oh, well, the market's going down. The market's going down. And it's like, the market hasn't yet. If you really look at the market over the last year, I will give you one bear argument. Okay, here's one bear argument, just to be contrarian. All right, to my own thoughts, I guess. But here's we could consider this the top of the trend range. Some people might consider this the top of the trend range. Like that might be a trend that you can see there on the chart that some people are looking at right now. Again, we do have this top of the range. Now, at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean anything yet. And I think that we're so extended on the downside. I think a year ago we're at 480s. I think over $400 is great right now, and I hope we can continue. Yeah, and I think that it's one of those things where like people need to be okay with being wrong about the downside. So many people are betting on the downside that like when the market moves up, they just can't believe it. And it's just like, all right, well, at a certain point you got to believe it and just say, okay, well, I was wrong. Let's move on to the next thesis. And nobody's right 100% of the time. I have no idea in Cal what the market's going to do over the next year. What I'm saying is simple. What I'm saying, and sorry if it was confusing, but what I'm really saying is like I have no idea which way the market's going to go. Nobody does, and don't insult people who have the opposing view. Again, when I do these most of the time it's during the big economic streams. Like we did the Fed minutes day before yesterday, and during the Fed minutes report, everybody was like, "Oh, the market's going to crash from the Fed minutes." Is what happened. Like, "Oh, the market's going to crash." Fed minutes report's going to come out, and the market's going to dump. And then anybody that was like, "Hey, well, I don't think that's going to happen," they would attack and get mad at. Right? If you look at what happened during the Fed minutes, we're actually up pretty solidly. Here's the Fed minutes report. It released right around $400 on the SPY. We are now up to almost 403s. So the markets responded pretty positively to the Fed minutes report, specifically because the Fed minutes report said some favorable, kind of optimistic things regarding inflation and problems. And so hopefully we get some good action in the market today. But who knows, man? We'll see. That's cool. Can't really see the image pawn, so I gotta zoom in a little bit. There you go. That's cool though. I like gingerbread houses. We had a pretty good Thanksgiving too, man. We had some food. We ate well. We didn't have anybody come over because everybody in my family's sick with the flu right now. So, but we ate some pretty good food. We cooked just for the kids, basically. Also, guys, I added this weighted volume weighted average price here. I don't see much difference though. Like I heard a lot of people talking about the weighted VWAP or the anchored VWAP, but like when I look at this, hold on, where'd it go? Okay, let's try it here. Where is it? I use this. Maybe it only shows up intraday. I guess possible. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, Larry. 100%. Nobody knows until December 13th. Yeah, 100%. New puppy we got is fun, bro. We got this new puppy, dude. It is. It's fun, man. It really is. Hey, wait, was the market open yesterday? Was the market open yesterday, guys? I can't tell. I see some other people streamed yesterday. Yeah. No, of course not. Not New York Stock Exchange. No, only E-mini until noon. Okay, got you. What's up, Dave? What's up, Kevin? Futures was. Yeah, but the market had to be super slow, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I guess so. What do we get? I mean, we're gonna trade a little bit today. We're at 403s on the SPY here. All right, guys. So we're AMC's up to 775. We'll see if it actually tries to break 8 today. SPY is pretty slow, but that's okay. We're at 403.04s on the SPY. Apple, again, they're having some trouble overseas in terms of one of their facilities, in terms of manufacturing for Apple. There's some protests overseas. Apple could see, according to different people, according to Reuters, Apple could see at least a 30% decrease in iPhone production at Foxconn's factory in Zhangzhou for the month of November after the worker protests disrupted operations. Reuters reported they cited an unnamed person with direct knowledge of the matter. The estimate was an upward revision of an October internal forecast for production impact of up to 30%, adding that it was impossible for the factory to return to full production by the end of the month. According to the report, Foxconn declined Reuters' request for comment. And yeah, you can see Apple down pretty big, not huge, but down some. We can see the SPY up to 403.07s here. That's moving up a little bit. We got the Q at 288s. The Dixie recently started to pop up some as well. If you look at the dollar index here, it broke over the previous close. It's now back underneath that level here. It's at 106.07s here, 106.07. So again, we'll see if that holds as well. But market's doing pretty solid, but the Q's getting dragged down from Apple mostly. I'm trying to see some other news. I'm looking, kind of peeping out some other news. Yeah. All right, guys. So SPY popped up to 403.13. Let's see if it actually holds this level here. Yeah, I know the market's it's a slow day. Yeah. On Friday, November 25th, major U.S. stock market will be closed early at 1 p.m. The extended hour session will be available from 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah. So it's all right. I mean, we'll watch it, but you know, again, I'm expecting a pretty slow day. That's all right. Yeah, y'all join our Discord. I see you guys joining. We appreciate you guys. We might trade a little bit. We just don't have the price action to really yet, so we're pretty early in trading this morning. Anything moving? Y'all let me know if you guys see anything moving. I'm looking at like Benzinga's list. Again, I think today's going to be a pretty dull day. We started the stream late. But I don't really see anything. Most stuff is actually down. We got lottery.com, LTRY, which I didn't even know. Okay, here we go. So I'm looking at some gap ups today. We can look at like some penny stock stuff. Here's JCSA, gap it up a little bit. ATNF, VEON, penny stock, COSM, VSTA, SNMP, GOEV, Canoe, man. Who knew this thing is even still moving? MMAT up. Bitfarms. What's crypto doing right now? All right, crypto, Bitcoin. Bitcoin up to 16.5K. Let's see if we get back over 17K. I think that'd be great if it can. Yeah, Bitcoin. Here's the SPY. SPY's still up there. We don't have a ton of volume here. We're still kind of looking, but thanks for doing this. I was wondering if you were familiar with a live YouTube squawk box that's worth signing up for. What do you mean, Toronto? What happened historically? I don't remember what happened last year. I really don't. Like, I don't know what we got last year. It was something, man. I don't remember what kind of volume we had last year, but here's the Q. We can look at the dollar index as well. Here's the DXY. Yeah, so we're kind of hanging out here. We'll trade some futures at the opening bell today. It's roughly 7 o'clock market time, so we got about 2 hours until the market actually opens. So we'll kind of sit back. Again, y'all help me find some news. We're just gonna relax today. I mean, we got some stuff going on, but it's gonna be a slower day. Yeah, I mean, you could try Benzig out for free for 2 weeks if you want. Um, you know. MANU moving. Yeah, it is gapping up today. Oh, the Manchester United has a stock, bro. Who knew, man? I seriously didn't know they had a stock. Man. MANU. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know what I was saying. I wonder if it's this weird dynamic where you could just wait for them to win and then take some positions based off of whether they're winning or losing. I wonder if that would work. It could work. I'd have to look at the history of their wins and losses and see how the market responded, though. But it could work. You know what I mean? In terms of just like waiting for them to win. They had the news. Didn't they just lose Ronaldo though? Didn't they just lose Ronaldo though? Like, didn't they have some type of deal? Or somebody said they didn't. Conor McGregor say he wanted to buy Ronaldo. All right, Apple's still dipping down here. Spy kind of pulling back with it here. Yeah, I don't know anything about soccer, guys. So if it's about soccer, I really have no idea about it. Or no, was it David Beckham that's trying to buy Manchester United? Yeah. Okay, so David Beckham. I thought it was Conor McGregor, but maybe it was Beckham. I wouldn't mind taking some trades either, but like my fear is that the Apple protest news is going to drag Apple down, and that's going to drag the rest of the market down with it. And so in that regard, I'm just a little bit nervous about taking a dip buy in pre-market on the SPY right now, just because I think there's a chance that the market could just straight up reverse on me. 7 billion. I don't know. It depends. 7 billion might be what they're worth. The problem is that unless we know how much they're really making, which we might because it is a public company, it depends. Like generally 8 years of income is what the sale of stuff like this generally is, right? So right, so Manchester United makes about $776 million a year. And so, I mean, it's close. So they make about 800 million a year. You know, so you multiply that times 8, and that's about 6.4 billion. So, I mean, it's in the window of it, but like, I don't know. I think it's a little bit high. I think 8 billion is a little high. Yeah, but just Apple impacts the market so much, you know, that regardless of whether you like it or dislike it. I don't even have an Apple phone. I have an Android. Um, but Apple is just so influential over stocks. All right, guys. SPY up to 402.80s. Apple up there as well. AMC is the only swing trade we're actually holding. Who knew, man? AMC is the only one we're actually holding. Apple just broke under 150s. It's at 149.90s here, so under 150s. We'll see if it holds, but under 150s now for Apple. And again, they've got some protests going on overseas that's kind of dragging them down. That's kind of what's happening here. 7 billion. Typical buyouts for 3 to 5 years of revenue. Okay, yeah, maybe I was off with that. I thought it was 8, but 3 to 5 sounds reasonable. Yeah, maybe I overestimated it. I think you might actually be right. Yeah, so 3 to 5. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, guys. So AMC is up there. It's at 770s. We're watching that. Turkey gumbo. Hey, we had some gumbo. It wasn't turkey though. It was crawfish gumbo. We had some duck in there too, I think. AMC's still up there, man. AMC's up to 780s. I hope it continues back up. We'll see if it does. Hey, what's up, Lee? Tron over here. Turkey gumbo, turkey soup, fried turkey, baked turkey, boiled turkey, turkey pot pie. You know, no, in Louisiana it's crawfish. You know, so we had crawfish pie, turducken, and a bunch of other stuff. It was good. But yeah, there's Manchester United. We're gonna put the Q up here. 288.20s here. All right, Q still down. Again, Apple kind of dragging the Q down. SPY still at 403s or so. So the SPY still looking pretty solid here. Boo Yankees. All right, so look at Apple. Under 150s. Best Buy? Yeah, we can look at Best Buy here. Best Buy's been doing pretty good, honestly. And I guess with the holidays approaching, people are going to be using Best Buy. A lot of people don't want to buy electronics online. And so I think one of the nuances behind that is like people don't want to buy electronics online like that. At least most people don't. Some do, I guess. I personally never like buying electronics online. I just think the risk of that is just too high with like leaving it at my front door and all that stuff. And so I never buy that stuff online. I always buy it in store. And I think that's been good for Best Buy's like longevity in markets, especially when you consider that a lot of other brick and mortar retail stores have kind of gone away because of Amazon's impact over shipping and markets. But Best Buy is sticking around here. I think they pivoted to like selling not just electronics but also like home stuff like washer dryer combos and stuff like that. I think that was a really smart pivot for them. I think it was a good move, and I think it ultimately turned out to be pretty successful for them overall. You can see their company doing pretty solid. Again, we still got Apple all the way down at 149.80s here, 149.80s, all the way down there. Look at Apple. So again, Apple's having manufacturing problems over the last week. That news has come out about kind of manufacturing issues with Apple because of some protests that are going on overseas in one of their factories. And so in that regard, they've just been kind of struggling a little bit. All right, so they're trying to break down. Amazon workers doing a worldwide walkout today. Are they really? Options stop trading today. I'm pretty sure noon is when everything stops. What do you guys think? What do options stop? I would assume Amazon would be kind of getting a little struggling from that. Amazon's not really down too much as well. And Amazon, man, I should have held on to that dip buy, bro. I bought Amazon, remember, last week at like 91 or something. And Amazon all the way back up to 94 plus. Went all the way up to 95s in pre-market today. So I should have held on to that, it looks like. But it's all good, you know. Yeah, all good. Closing bell. Yeah, so that's what I figured. And we might play some options today too. It just depends. Yeah, for a late stream, we got 300 people here. I didn't know how many people we were gonna get show up today, just because I'm sure a lot of people are sleeping in. You know, we'll see what happens. Hey, that's what I always say. My kids are finally feeling better too, so that's great news. All right, guys. So yeah, so we got over 300 people here. That's nice. Just kind of sitting back, waiting for something to show up here. See if Apple can get back over 150s today. There might be a little dip I get involved with on Apple. Like I will buy Apple if it drops down enough. I don't know if we're quite at that level yet where I would consider like their value in Apple, but we're getting there. You know, like Apple dips enough, I'll buy it. I think Apple is just inherently valuable. I think Apple has a lock on the U.S. market as well, especially with young people. I think young people are who are really about that Apple life. You know, and so I think because of that, Apple is primed to rebound if it's cheap enough. And so with that, we're gonna look for that. We'll see if we get it. Again, I'm not. I don't have to buy Apple, but if it drops down enough, we'll consider it. You know what I mean? Honestly, the chat always has some pretty good offers on some dip buys too. What do you guys think? Y'all see anything really extended on the downside in terms of like large cap companies? Y'all see anything super extended? Let me know if you do. Apple's still down there. Spy still at 403s. Polestar's up. Man, it's been a while. What is Polestar? PSNY, right? It's Polestar symbol, I believe. If I remember correctly, it's PSNY or something like that, right? There's Best Buy. Here's PSNY, which I believe is Polestar. I actually saw Polestar in real life. They're not that bad looking. At least they're actually producing cars. Like, I think that's better than a lot of these. I don't know. I think people that watch the stream long enough know my bias in terms of like up and coming EV brands. I think a lot of them are going to fail. I think a lot of them are going to fail. And I think that a lot of people are getting really hyped up about these up and coming EV brands, but I just think most of them will fail, and it's just not worth it to a certain extent investing in them. I think it's high risk, high reward, like I always say, but I don't know. I'm kind of a broken record. I just don't trust EVs unless they're Tesla or Neo. You know what I mean? Anything outside of that, I'm just inherently skeptical of because I just think that most of them are going to fail. I think it's going to be hard for the lesser known brands to make sales and to have customers that actually want to buy them. So because of that, I'm just not. I don't really invest in any big EV company or any small EV company. I might invest in Tesla or something like that, but I'm not going to invest in Polestar or Mullen for sure because I just don't I don't think it's worth it. I think it's inherently risky. What about Rivian? Rivian's a little bit different. I mean, Rivian has some of the big boys actually believe in it, and that made it a little bit more known as opposed to, like Mullen or Polestar or something like that. Like the big boys are actually interested in it, then I'll kind of watch it a little bit closer. I'm still skeptical, of course, but like less skeptical, I guess. Again, do I trust it? Absolutely not. I know Amazon lost money. I know a lot of people lost tons of money on Rivian, to be honest, but I think the big boys paying attention to it gives it some, some potential value in that regard. You know what I mean? I see a couple Rivians. Yeah, I've seen some Rivians here too. They're not bad. They're pretty cars. Would I buy one though? Probably not. I just don't trust the smaller ones enough. You know, I think that a lot of the smaller ones, it's kind of like crypto, right? Here's the best way I look at it. It's kind of like crypto. It's like I'm skeptical. It's kind of like crypto exchanges, where it's like I could invest in the smaller ones, but like, what happens if I buy one and then it goes out of business? Where's the support at? What happens when I need something done on it? Like, nobody's gonna know how to get it done. Like, we're not gonna have any support system there, and so I think because of that, I'm just skeptical. But it doesn't mean they're bad. I think a lot of the technologies are interesting. I'm just worried that they're not gonna have the consumer base they need to really survive. Uh, so yeah, you got like PSNY, you got Rivian. Where's Rivian at? Rivian at 30s. Okay. Neo has been doing pretty rough lately too. Um, Spy up to 403 still, so it's still trying to hold. Neo at 1040. So I mean, we're watching Neo, but again, I'm just innately skeptical of it. Standard. How are the Rivian trucks? Are they cool? I haven't really peeped them out like that. Mm. Dixie's still trying to hold here. Dixie's up to 106s here. Hopefully it does it, but it's trying to hold. About 40 EVs. Yeah, I think the big boys are fine. Like, I think that if the big boys are pivoting to producing EVs, that's fine. I think that's reasonable. They have the consumer base, like just in their vehicles alone, and I think they can more seamlessly transition into that. You know what I mean? Like, I think they can more easily transition into that space, as opposed to one of the big boys who is kind of like putting everything on the line, starting up. It's very difficult. Like, you can look at DeLorean, for instance, or that situation, and see. Kind of the risks of trying to start your own up and coming EV brand. I think it's just innately, I think it's just incredibly difficult to pull off successfully. And I think that if you're already producing vehicles, fine. But if you're pre-production and you're trying to basically start one base off the ground, I think that's a different story completely, and that's going to be incredibly hard to pull off successfully. But it's possible. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's just high risk. you know. So yeah, the Dixie all the way back up to 106.17s here. Amazon's still popping around. Look at Apple break down here, guys. Wow. So Apple really breaking down now. Struggling. So Apple's really struggling. It's trying. Neo's down there too. Neo's had a tough run. How about FNOK or FNKO here? Yeah, they're already down at 9, so they're struggling too. Tech seems to be selling. Yeah, we got Apple selling. So Apple is breaking down, is really what this is. So like Apple had some manufacturing problems with protests overseas, and that is kind of what's dragging tech down. You can see like the SPY is actually green, tech's actually red here. So that's essentially what's going on here, is that big tech is struggling. You know, because of Apple mostly. Like outside of Apple, tech's doing okay. Google's break even, Amazon's kind of break even. Outside of Apple, it's okay, but Apple is just getting so beat up that you know, it's dragging the rest of the tech down with it. So yeah, Q's popping up some. Amazon strikes. Hey, good luck. I hope you guys make some money there. But yeah, Apple breaking down still. Apple all the way down to 149.50s. It broke under 150. You can see kind of how. Whoa. Okay. You see Apple just now? That's weird. It didn't even go up to the previous closing price. Weird, strange kind of wick there, but you can see it's struggling. If we look at like Google, Google's pretty break even as well. Yeah, the chart looks worse. That kind of makes sense, Pawn, for sure. Google's technically a little green. It's close to break even, but Google's kind of green. Ride. Yeah, they're all kind of risky, to be honest. Most of the up and coming. And here's the I've done this thought question a bunch of times, but I'll do it again. Tell yourself that you've never traded the stock market. Picture yourself never trading the stock market, not knowing about these, and you had to buy an EV or you wanted to buy an EV. What would you buy? You'd probably buy a Tesla or one of the other major brands, right? You're not going to buy a Mullen or a Polestar. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to buy those cars. You're going to buy a Ford or a Mercedes or a Tesla or something like that. That is the reason a lot of these up and coming EVs will fail. That is precisely the reason a lot of these brands will fail, is because they simply don't have the customer base to succeed. Now, maybe some of them gain popularity, but I still don't think it's enough. I think manufacturing vehicles is incredibly expensive. And so I think if you try to do that and you don't have the consumer base, it's going to be a struggle. And I think that's what a lot of them are going to face. Yeah, that makes sense, Pawn. Yeah. Yeah, so there's the 8 a.m. open. Q's starting to pop back a little bit. Apple's still struggling. It's not the worst looking chart, but it definitely ain't the best. Q still popping down. Spy is still pretty dead. I mean, it's just so slow right now. Rather take a Polestar than a Ford. Yeah, but Parasound, you actually know about Polestar. You actually trade stocks and you know about the Polestar stock. And I think there's probably also a high likelihood that you're holding it, which is going to influence your, decision there. I think that most people outside the stock market have never heard about Polestar. They don't even know what a Polestar is. And so I think that's the consumer base in that is going to, it's going to be hard to find. Yeah, AMC is actually ironically the only thing I'm holding right now. It's at 780s. Hey, hopefully it continues. It's the only thing I'm holding right now. It's the only thing I'm in right now. Yeah, market closed. Well, the futures market might have closed then. It's a Volvo. Yeah, every time I see a Polestar, and I've seen them a few times, I always think it's a Volvo because it looks just like a Volvo. It really does. Hey, what's up, Pira? Yeah, good, man. Rivian has begun a nice, slow, steady reversal on the upside or downside here. I'm looking at Rivian. Yeah, it's tried. It's tried to get up there. $30 is big. I think Rivian's still doing better than most just because it had some of the support from the big boys as opposed to like Mullen. Everybody got really hyped up about Mullen. I don't really understand why. To be honest, it just looks manipulated. Anytime you get a really obscure penny stock like this and you got so many different traders behind it, it's usually not because of anything good within the actual company. It's usually because they got stuck somewhere along the line. They got stuck in their position. And so, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Big catastrophic drops that happen very quickly build up long-term fans of stocks, right? You look at the biggest pushers of specific stocks, like penny stocks especially. Most of the time it's people who got in really, really high, and now they're down so much that they're just kind of long-term investors now. They were originally day trading it or swing trading it, and now all of a sudden they're investors, and I think that certainly is true with Mullen. I think most people just, No, I already got paid. Hey, thank you, Para. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we try. Yeah, AMC push it up, and that's good. I mean, I want to see AMC rise. Trying to think about what I want to do today. I mean, my kids. Are you looking at any plays? Not really any investment play. Like I'd have to find something extended on the downside to get involved right now. I don't really see anything yet. I mean, Apple maybe. I'd like to look at like a 180-day chart of Apple, and when I do, it just doesn't look extended enough on the downside for me to really be interested here. The problem is that it, just like the rest of the market, has just had this big, profound bounce back lately. So I'm just not trying to mess with it. It's just not cheap enough for me to dip buy short term. Apple, I'm less knowledgeable about kind of like where the buy zones are. With something like with Disney, for instance, right? I'm very accurate with my buy zone. Like right when Disney starts to hit 80s, like 89, 90, 91. That's usually where I start to buy up Disney, and I'll just kind of keep adding to it until it works. But Apple, I'm less confident in, you know. And Apple is the swing trade I've actually lost on over the last year. Like I lost money on Apple like 4 months ago. And so I haven't really swing traded Apple since then. I'm less knowledgeable about where the buy zone is for it. And in terms of just recent extension, you know, over the last couple weeks, it's actually up pretty big from like 130s all the way to 150. And so I think if we're analyzing extension there, you know, you got to look at the extension, which is certainly there. AMC, guys, is pumping up, though. AMC at 780s right now. Yeah, I'm looking at Twitter. Bitcoin or Binance releases proof of reserve systems. Yeah, but AMC up to 780s. Starting to rip up. Hopefully it holds. Why hasn't Tesla made a basic truck production limitations? Well, their basic truck is going to be the Cybertruck, you know, and probably has to do with production. They need to figure out what is selling the most and then just get that, you know. Focus on what's actually selling, and I think the Cybertruck is their basic version of the truck. I think Elon's smart with marketing in terms of like building up hype for his stuff, and I think Cybertruck will probably break records when it goes live. Sorry. All right, but AMC up to 780s looks good. Again, we are in AMC right now too. Disney's still testing $99 also. What? How did this guy win? That's nonsense, man. That sucks. Yeah, Burlington. What is Burlington? BURL? 196. Yeah, Burlington. I mean, it depends on what the range is here, or the float is. The float's gonna influence a lot of this. Let me see what the float is for Burlington. Float is 56 million. It's got a market cap of 12 billion. Who knew Burlington was that big, man? $12 billion market cap for Burlington. Who knew, man? I certainly didn't. Rumors Tim Cook wants Apple to buy Manchester United. Disney wants to buy AMC. I don't know. I could look that up. I see the Binance proof of reserve system. So let me look up the Disney news to see if we get anything new for them. All right, so we did have Apple rebound a little bit here. Again, maybe we were extended short term. I don't know. I mean, I know they have the news with what's going on overseas with the protests and stuff, but again, it's just not quite extended enough for me. There's Burlington. Again, who knew it had a huge market cap? We got the Q down here at 288. So the Q's got to break it down with Apple. All right, thank you, man. I don't know about the laws regarding competition. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I think buying AMC is too much risk for Disney. Is really what I think it is. I think there's too much risk for Disney with AMC. Yeah, it's probably because of my guess is they went up big just because of the holidays. People are buying coats. It's the middle of winter, you know. And so I think that's making people just buy up Burlington and kind of like DraftKings going up when football season starts. Same thing with Burlington coats during winter months, during holidays when people are going to be using them a lot. I think people are just buying them because of that. You know. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. If they did buy AMC, though, how much is AMC worth? Let's check it out. So AMC right now, in terms of market cap, is worth about. So who knew that Burlington is worth far more, about 4 or 5 times more what AMC is actually worth. AMC is only worth about 4 billion, and so they could buy AMC. You know, about $4 billion is what AMC is worth. I just think that the risk is high. I mean, I could see it, Disney theaters, you know, but like, I guess I could see it. I think if they did do it, it wouldn't be in terms of the money that they would make from it. I think it would be in terms of just the marketing that they would get for their movies. You know, like if you own the theater, you can market your movies heavily, and you know, that's the only thing I can picture them buying it for. All right, guys, it's 8:20 right now, market time. We got about an hour, a little bit over an hour. Recent earnings and guidance wasn't great. Just appeared to be overreaction. Watching the RSI for the most part on Burlington. Yeah, overreactions are my favorite place to get with in trading. A lot of overreactions to make money on. Apple's still dipping here. Again, we can look at the Q on the right. It's still pretty red from all this stuff. AMC's still pumping up though. It's at 780s. I mean, we'll see. AMC's just got the following, man. The following is what AMC has. Like they have a huge following at this point. Q's still pumping up. Mini theme parks. What happens to Apple? Yeah. So the news on Apple is that overseas they got some stuff going on. If we look at Apple here, Apple's having problems overseas with one of their factories because of protesting. And so Apple protests are going on. According to Reuters, they see production going down about 30% because of the protests, and that's just causing Apple stock to dip pretty sizably here. You know? AMC's still pumping up though. I mean, we're almost green in our AMC, the rest of our AMC holdings. All right, guys, we're at 288.30s on the Qs. Trying to pump up some. You guys have a red or green week this week? What's the Amazon news? The Amazon workers plan for strikes. A lot of people watching for strikes here. Apple's still kind of bouncing back. I don't know if I want to buy this dip. The SPY's starting to turn here. I'm trying to figure out why the SPY is turning. Disney's still looking very strong. Hey, what's up, Zaidi? Yeah, you do kind of need a pop here. Amazon buying theaters is good for Disney, correct? Depending on how you look at it. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. What do you see about them buying theaters? Yeah, just it really depends on how you look at it about whether it's good or bad. Um, and this is all going to pop higher and finishing move. What happens is 50-50, but it's a painfully slow wait. Yeah. Jeez, man. All right, guys. So again, we got about an hour until market opens, team. About 1 hour. Uh, really, Joshua? Amazon versus Disney. That's a big bout. Yeah, we'll see who wins. Spy back up to 4.260s. Blessed to be a trading up pipeline oil moves. Jeez, man. Q started pumping up to 288. Given the seriousness of it, I would think that the rail units would get their what they wanted until then. I'd expect volatility, but not seeing much. Yeah, I mean today's gonna be slow. That's just a normal thing. I think Monday will be somewhat volatile, probably. Um, I think Monday will probably be somewhat volatile, but who knows? We really don't know. Apple's still dipping down. We're at 149.50. Spy still consolidating. I'm just waiting for the opening bell. We got about an hour. Congress members reportedly tried to stop the SEC's inquiry into FTX per the prospect with a March letter that questioned the SEC's authority to inquire about crypto, and in part FTX. 5 of the 8 received campaign donations from FTX employees from 2,900 to 11,600. Really? According to Unusual Whale. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know much about the rail story going on. Looking better all around bears. Yeah, we got about an hour until the market opens. Hopefully we get some favorable stuff. Government, yeah. All right, Apple's testing lows is at 49.50 again. 149.40s now. SPY just went technically red on the day, so now the SPY is actually technically red on the day as we speak here, team. So market is red. Q going red. It's mostly driven by Apple's fall here. Apple all the way down to 149.40s. So it's mostly due to Apple with all the fear and doom and gloom and stuff going on regarding Apple manufacturing and protesting overseas. You know, that's kind of what's going down. So we'll see. All right, look at the Q breakdown, Apple breakdown, SPY just broke down. So all markets starting to turn red here. At least we're getting some volatility. I think we just want volatility right now. So right now we just need volatility. And I think that's kind of something that we're getting. Hopefully we get some good action here. But, you know, again, the market kind of wants volatility. That's kind of what we're getting. Even if it's on the downside, I think it's okay. I just want to day trade effectively today, and we'll see if we can, you know. All right, so there goes Apple. It's at 149.30s. SPY still trying to bounce back. You see the previous closing price on the SPY is right around 402.40s. So all right, so SPY right at the previous close. DBGI moving, Dixie climbing. Yeah, we can look at the Dixie. Here's Apple, though. Apple's really what's dragging the market down. We're at 106.34s. So the Dixie's been moving straight up, basically, with the Apple problems going on. That's kind of what happened. Tesla up 2%. Yeah, Tesla's been gapping up nicely today. AMC's been moving up. We've got a lot of like small caps moving up and stuff, but Tesla's gapping up pretty big. Ford recalls about 519,000 vehicles in the U.S. due to fire risks. Looking at our poll today, we said, will we get volatility today? 55% of people think yes. 45% of people think no. Domicles, show yourself that you're not a bot. Yeah, I was about to say, Domicles, say something if you're not a bot. If not, I'm assuming you're sending out spam messages telling people to buy sketchy, terrible cryptocurrencies in order to artificially inflate the price for your own gain, and that should be noticeably frowned on. That should be obviously frowned on. I mean, so Almeida Research invested $11.5 million in the parent company of Farmington State Bank, which has a single branch and until this year just 3 employees. Okay, good. Domicles, I was trying to make sure you weren't a bot, bro. Listen, we get bots here every day. I mean, I promote whatever I want because it's my channel. You can promote the crypto, but you got to understand, Domicles. We get so many bots here that come here and show up and spam different obscure cryptocurrencies. Again, I don't know anything about that cryptocurrency. But like, if you're going from room to room promoting it, that's kind of sleazy. Number 2 is that you're not a bot, so it's all good. All I wanted you to do is respond, so I know you're not a bot. And since you did respond, it shows you're not a bot, and so it's all good, man. I just want to make sure you're not a bot, man. We get a lot of bots. Yeah, Apple having problems in Brazil. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so less than an hour before the opening bell. We're gonna keep today short and sweet, though. We're gonna trade. We're gonna try to trade aggressively, but we're also gonna be patient. All right, guys. So the Dixie's dipping down a little bit now. Hopefully that'll cause some bull action in the market. Apple still hasn't really bounced back yet. It's at 149.20 here, so it's trying to bounce back, but just hasn't really done much yet. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Yeah, all good. Have a good day. No, I didn't follow up. PS, sorry, bro. You don't have to be a bot to be a scammer, spammer. Yeah, I feel you. I get it. Again, all I wanted to make sure he's not a bot. He can promote whatever crypto he wants. It's like I don't, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Doesn't need to be this much drama really from it. It's all good, guys. I was just trying to make sure he wasn't a bot. If he's not a bot, he's all good. But yeah, we'll try to get some volatility today. We still got about 40 minutes until the opening bell. Really about 50 minutes. I'm sorry, until the opening bell. Y'all want to see my puppy? We got a little puppy. It's honestly, this dog is so big for a 4-month-old puppy that he's heavy, bro. It's hard for me to get this dog around. He's almost fully potty trained though. So he's almost fully potty trained already. Disney at 98.90s. Apple at 149.30s. How does Rosie think about it? Rosie and him get along pretty good. They get along pretty well. They've been playing nonstop. We got him for Rosie. Like, we got this dog for Rosie because Rosie needed a friend, you know, a homie to hang out with. And now he's got one. Or now she has one, man. He's cool, too. Big old puppy, though. Big old puppy. He's 4 months old. He's a black German Shepherd. This is him right here. His name's Bruce. We wanted to name him something mean. Look, I love Rosie, but Rosie's kind of small for a German Shepherd, and she's not wimpy. But that's Bruce right there. He's cool. That's little Bruce. First of his name, you know. But that's Bruce. He's cool. Can you pick him up and show the dog? I'm not going to go grab him. He's too heavy. Honestly, and we're potty training him. Honestly, my wife named him. His full name is Broussard. We're from Louisiana, so we tried to go with a Cajun name. Rosie's full name is Rosie Adelaide, so we go with the Cajun French name. Bruce, I call him Bruce Wayne because he looks like Batman. You know, and my daughter was also like, yeah, Bruce Wayne. He looks like Batman, but my wife calls him Broussard. You know, because, you know, y'all already know why. You know, it's because that's just how wives are, you know. Instead of calling him the cool Batman name, they're gonna go with something like Broussard, and that's fine. I mean, we're from Louisiana, so I think she's trying to go with the French thing. He's cool. I call him Bruce, you know. Yeah, he looks like a small bear, 100%. And the reason we got him, so here's the story, right? When I was young and I was at my again, I'm from Louisiana, and so in Louisiana, you call your grandmothers Mimis a lot of the time, right? You call them Mimis a number of different things, right? But we called my grandmother Mimi, and so I was at my Mimi's house, my grandmother's house. Again, Louisiana culture, don't judge. But I was at my grandmother's house in Walker, Louisiana, and we had this little puppy come up to us, you know, when I was like 7 or 8, and my dad thought it was like a bear cub. You know, it looked so much like a bear cub. My dad thought it was a bear cub. And so, of course, we start pulling at my dad's heartstrings, being like, yo, Dad, you know, let us keep this dog. And my dad was first, he's like, nah, you know, we're not keeping this thing. Eventually, we kind of get at him, and he finally is like, all right, fine. And so we end up keeping this dog. And because he looked so much like a black bear, we named him Bear. His name was Bear. Best dog we ever had. Super smart. Turned up to be a German Shepherd. As he grew older, we started realizing, hey, this is just a black German Shepherd. Best dog we ever had. Super smart. This dog would literally let us know when he had to go to the bathroom. He would go to the door. He would scratch the door. He would look at you, and he would bark. And he would go, roof. And then he would look at the door again, scratch it, and then look back at you like, yo, let me out. It's a super smart dog. But he was also really, really mean looking, which is good. That's what we wanted. So he was really, really mean looking. Anytime we had somebody come to our house at all, and they saw Bear, they kind of backpedal. We're like, whoa. And that's kind of what we want. We want some guard dogs here. And Bear, you know, was a mean dog. He was a mean looking dog. Honestly, he was a sweetheart. The reality of it was, but he looked mean. And so that's what we wanted. So when we came to get Rosie a friend, I was really pushing for any type of German Shepherd, you know. And so sure enough, I showed Carol different types of German Shepherds, and we went with the black one because the black ones are cool. We got some newer pictures here. I'll post some newer pictures up if y'all want to see him. But I'm not going to get him. He's too heavy, and honestly, he's potty training right now. And so the way you potty train a dog, I got a lot of family members whose dogs are just not potty trained, right? And like, you know, the way you potty train a dog is simple. You got to put him in a crate. You crate train him. You know, you can let him out the crate. Like Rosie doesn't sleep in a crate at all anymore. Like Rosie doesn't go in a crate at all. But when you're potty training them, you have to crate train them. Right? Because the reason you have to crate train them is simple, is because if you don't, they're going to go in the middle of the night when you're not around. Right? And so at nighttime, Bruce goes in his crate. And then as soon as I get up in the morning, like I got up this morning at 4:30 Texas time. I got up this morning. I immediately brought him outside and put him outside and went to a spot in the yard. He has one specific spot in the yard. And I told my daughter, it's the procedure of it. Like, he needs to understand, I'm going to bring him outside, and it might be cold and wet outside, and I'm going to sit out there with him until he goes to the bathroom. As soon as he goes to the bathroom, he's allowed to come back inside, but I'm going to sit out there until he goes to the bathroom, until that dog correlates going outside with going to the bathroom and going inside with finishing going to the bathroom, right? And so eventually, that's how you potty train a dog. And if you don't crate train them at night, they're just going to go all over your house, right? And so Bruce, he's almost potty trained. We've had him for 3 days. That little dude is almost potty trained already. He's only had about 2 or 3 accidents in the last 2 or 3 days. And so we're getting pretty close to potty training him. I'm not going to go grab him right now, because if I go grab him right now, I'm going to have to bring him outside first. He's still in this crate until the rest of the fam wakes up. If I go grab him right now, he's going to have to go outside, and it's wet and cold, and he already went. I brought him outside once already, and he's honestly heavy. Like, Carol can't hold him, you know, and he's only 4 months old. He was born in July, like late July. So he's young, but he's big. He's going to be a big dog. We saw his parents too. Rosie's pretty big. I mean, she's not small. She's full grown. But we weighed Rosie the other day. She's like 57 pounds or something like that, almost 60 pounds. Here, we got some pictures of Rosie if you want to see them. Dixie's still moving up. Again, the spy is breaking down here. Look at the spy drop. Here's Tesla. Tesla's starting to correct a little bit. That might be what is kind of dragging everything else down. But yeah, here is Bruce's dad. That's Bruce's dad. And then the mom is somewhere around here as well. Just a big stocky dog. There. Oh, yeah. Boxers, bro. Y'all are braver than me if y'all get boxers, dude. Boxers are freaking... Dude, I would never get a boxer. Never, ever. Never, ever am I going to get a boxer, bro. They got too much energy. They simply have way too much energy. A friend of mine had one. And boy, those things never stop running. You know? They just have too much energy. Like, that's a full-time job, raising a boxer. German Shepherds are cool, but they're family dogs, and they want to stay by you, and they're super smart. They learn quick. I'm not saying boxers aren't smart, but they're not as smart as German Shepherds, and so they don't learn as fast. And so in that regard, they're just harder dogs to keep. I'm not getting one. All right, we got the Dixie up to 106s. Dobermans are cool. We almost got a Doberman. When we were looking at guard dogs to get, we thought of a Doberman. Doberman great dogs, very much like German Shepherds, super sweet but super protective. We almost got a Rottweiler, but they're a little bit too aggressive. You know, they're great guard dogs, but you know, they're just a little bit too aggressive. And so German Shepherd's a perfect mix to where, you know, yeah, perfect mix of like aggression mixed with guard dog nature, mixed with intelligence, mixed with family dogs. All right, guys. So again, we're going to try to trade today. We got about 40 minutes. I'm shocked John did not short the SPY. I don't really short anything under VWAP or over VWAP. And again, I'm just not really like, I'm mostly a trend trader. I don't really like, if I short the VWAP, if I short the SPY, it would have been right here. So like my area to short the SPY would have been right here maybe. Like if we popped up here, I would short it, you know. But outside of that, I just don't think the edge is good enough. Look at the Q, did a bit of a downward reversal before the open. Yeah, it's mostly from Apple here. Like again, Apple's having problems with their manufacturing and with protests overseas. So if you look at like the Q is mostly following Apple's drop. The Apple makes up like I think 14% of the Q. So Apple's just a big percentage of the Q, and it follows Apple in sympathy because it just makes up such a big percentage of it. So yeah. Tesla at 185s. So Tesla, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Tesla worth a dip buy? Get a golden? Goldens are just not the best guard dogs. You know, they're super sweet. They're kind of like labs. You know, they're retrievers. Super smart, super friendly, great family dogs, great companions. Not the best guard dog. Like they'll guard your house, but not to the degree that we're looking for. You know what I mean? That's the only problem with golden retrievers. Great family dog, super smart, super intelligent, great dog all the way around, except for guard dogs. And they could be guard dogs. I'm not saying they won't be, but yeah, that's the only problem with them. Again, I think German Shepherd's a good mix of like aggression with family dogs. You know, Golden Shepherd's pure family. You know, something like a pit bull or a Rottweiler is pure aggression. You know, German Shepherd I think is a perfect mix to where it's got some family dog traits, it's got some guard dog traits, it's athletic. You know. Yeah, for sure. Cane Corso. Cane Corsos are really cool looking dogs. Really big dogs too. We did look at one of these. But they're just pretty big, man. You know, like Mastiffs are always huge. So all right, SPY started to bounce back up again. We are red today. All right, guys. SPY started to bounce back up to 402s. I've never heard of that, Ali B. What is that? Okay. These little dogs look fast, though. Look at the legs on these Rhodesian Ridgebacks. These little dogs are probably fast as hell, right? They look super fast. They got the legs of a greyhound, is what they look like. Super tall, big, long legs. Yeah, go ahead, crypto. Go ahead and make your suggestion, brother. As long as it's not too hypercritical or whatever. You're good. No worries. Go ahead. These options or futures? This is stocks right now that you're looking at. But we trade mostly futures. We might buy a little bit of options today after the opening bell. It depends on if we can find some extension to capitalize on. I'm not going to really take anything until we find extension. We need some type of extension to capitalize on. Like I need some big drop to buy up if I'm going to buy some options. And I don't know if we have that yet. We got a little bit of drops right now. It depends on if anything flushes down at the opening bell. You know, it's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, they look like it. Boar. Yeah, they look like it, brother. Like I said, I can see the Greyhound in them when I look at it. Just looks super fast. No. I'll even when I'm day trading, I don't do daily options if that's what you're asking. It's mostly like weeklies that I'll buy and sell same day. Sometimes I'll hold for a few days. It just depends. But again, in order to buy options right now, I need a big and obvious extension on the downside, preferably. Without that, I'm not confident enough in shorting things, blue chips, because I think the big edge you get with blue chips is that most of them go up long term, outside of obsolete like sectors. And so when I swing trade or trade options, it's most of the time going to be on the upside. At the same time, though, I could just buy shares directly, and so that is something I might do, just because you lose an edge when you buy options as opposed to shares, because I can hold shares as long as I really want to, and that might be necessary at some of the types of trades I get involved with. So all right, so consolidating here again, we got about 30 minutes. Amazon is working on a TV series about the FTX collapse with the Russo brothers. What is a blue chip stock? Yeah, all good, crypto. Yeah, it's probably because I'm turning my head. I got this big. I'll put the mic a little bit closer here. I might also be able to change the. The way the audio is picked up in my mic. It's mostly because I have this big range of view. Like I've got a monitor here, 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 and here. I've got I've got two ultra wides in the middle, and then I've got two 27 inches on each side. And so because of that, sometimes when I look the other way at one of my other monitors, the sound might kind of go in and out. Let me know if this is better. I mean, I moved it a little bit closer to me. Oh crap! Damn, dude. What? Well, my mic just popped off my stands, bro. Damn, dude. Now you guys see why I left it there. Now y'all see why I left it where it was, man. I'm gonna need, what is this? It says an Allen wrench. I'm gonna have to go get an Allen wrench in a second. But yeah. Damn. Well, that sucks. Here, we're probably just gonna have to stick this up here for now. or put it down here. Or I could also go grab another mic. I don't want to lose these screws though, so I'm gonna have to put these somewhere where I'm not gonna lose them. I think we got an Allen wrench in my drawer. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab an Allen wrench and I'm gonna try to put this together, guys. So my fault. I'll be right back. I need an Allen wrench is what I need. All right, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to fix my mic. Let me find the correct Allen wrench for this. I might have to mute this. There we go. All right, bear with me, team. What I'm actually gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take my mic off of this stand, and then I'm gonna screw it back in once I get this back. So hold on, guys. All right, guys, bear with me here. I'm kind of doing some work over here, so hold on. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to fix. All right. Where'd it go? All right. Well, I'm gonna have to take this thing off. All right, guys. So yeah, the market's still consolidating around lows. Forgive me, guys. I gotta fix my mic now. Hold on. All right. Yeah, it's not broken. What it actually is I just gotta put this Allen wrench in. Or I gotta use this Allen wrench to screw these bolts in, which is kind of a pain, but it'll fix. Hold on. It's just meticulous and it's difficult. Hold on. Did I get the wrong one? I think I got the wrong one. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I unscrewed the wrong Allen wrench. All right, guys, we got less than 10 minutes or less than 30 minutes. We're gonna put Top Step up here, get it ready. Market's actually started to bounce back here. So here is the E-mini. Been breaking down for the rest of the morning here. Y'all can just kind of hang out and watch me fix this. The problem is that's just a weird angle here. All right, guys. Yeah, we're getting this done. I'm sorry. We'll have to tighten this and make sure it's nicely in there. All right, how you guys doing today? Green or red? Let me know. I don't know if this one's stripped or what. Maybe this one's too in there. Hold on, wait. All right, that should be good. Oh, shit. I think this is stripped, man. Ugh, that's stripped. All right, well, that's not good. I'm gonna have to buy a new. I'll just hold it like this. I'm gonna have to buy a new stand for my mic. I got an old school mic that I could probably hook up after this. I don't know if the sound is gonna be any better or not. Yeah, it's not your fault. I think my mic stand was stripped. I've had this one. I'm gonna have to order another one off of Amazon. But the screws from the Allen wrench or the it's stripped. The screws were stripped, unfortunately. I could try to fix it. Hold on. But I'm pretty sure these are stripped. I got one in, but the other one is just not cooperating here. Let me see if this tightens it. If this tightens it, it'll work, but I don't know how confident I am. I keep screwing and then it keeps getting looser, which indicates it's probably stripped. I got another mic I'll get set up after today's stream, but yeah, this is stripped, unfortunately. Man, I'm gonna have to order another one. It's all good though. The only problem is, like, how do I get this thing working now? Yeah, it's the kid's fault. No, it's not your fault, Crypto. You're good, man. Like I said, I probably needed a new mic stand anyway. So yeah, you're good, bro. Honestly, I got a bunch of mic stands, so you're good. But yeah, market's still breaking down though. It is Black Friday too, so if there was ever a day to buy, it'd be today. Wait, this isn't a snowball. Is that what I said? No, blue. This is a blue Yeti. At least there's a lot of deals going on right now. But yeah, you can see we're breaking down pretty sizably here. Here is the Micro E Mini. We are breaking down pretty big on this. We got the opening bell in about 20 minutes. All right, this one comes in tomorrow. Wait, they're going to make me pay for shipping? How much? All right, we're going to have to order this later. But yeah, market's still breaking down. You can see the SPY starting to break down too. SPY's down to 402s, under 402s at 401.90s here. You can see the E-mini break it down. And again, if you want to try Top Step out, hold on, guys. I got to figure out a better way to do this. I might just stick it on top of a candle like this. Let me know if that works. Can y'all hear me well? Does that work? Sound check. Is that good? Does this work? Let me know. I'm trying to figure this out so we can do both. Let me know if that works. It's a little bit lower than normal, I think, but it'll have to work. What do you guys think? Does this work? Is this good? Okay, good. Hey, what's up, Tiny? All right, good. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Fireworks. What we pumping today, boys? Nothing, bro. We don't pump, we deflate here, bro. All right, this will have to work. And again, if y'all want to check out Top Step is a funded account program for futures. If you don't know what I'm doing here, if you don't know what I'm doing, Top Step is a funded account program for futures. They give you a demo in the futures market. And the futures market is the easiest way to get around the PDT rule. There is zero PDT rule in futures. You can day trade short in the futures market with no PDT restrictions. And Top Step is a funded account program in those markets. And so again, they give you a demo. If you can hit the target on their demo, basically the base one's 50K. And so if you look at this, the base one's 50K. And if you can hit their target on that base one, and pass both stages, then they fund you $50,000. And it's a pretty reasonable challenge, right? And this challenge is going to make you a better trader, in my opinion. I'm going to do it like this. Instead of coming from the side, I'm going to put it right in front like this. Let's see if that works. Is that good? Does that sound work, guys? That should work fine. But yeah, so Top Step, again, they give you a demo, a 50K demo. It's a challenge, and I think it's going to make you a better trader, to be honest. And so they give you a demo, and this one is the 50K, but they'll give you ones up to over 150K, up to 150K. I mean, the base one is 50K. So they give you a 50K demo. If you can hit their target on that 50K demo while following their rules and conditions, so if you can hit 3,000 in profit on that 50K demo without losing $2,000 in trailing losses, then and if you pass both phases, they fund you $50,000. And it's a legitimate funded account program. They're the most legitimate funded account program in the world, in my opinion. They pay out millions. They fund thousands and thousands of traders a year. They're regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I'm in the 150K one here. But again, in terms of challenging yourself, you know, again, some paper trading platforms cost $100, right? And so if you think about this is a challenge. It's going to make people better traders. You have rules you have to follow, and conditioning yourself through these challenges makes a ton of sense if you want to improve. And it's just a lot cheaper to try this out than put up 50K yourself, of course, or it's a lot cheaper to try this out than putting up the money yourself and losing thousands of dollars like a lot of people do. Great way to get around the PDT rule. Again, you can essentially trade the S&P 500 in futures, which is what most stocks follow, what most economic releases move, all that good stuff. And so, again, if you want to check them out, here is the link. I'll post this link right here if you want to check them out. I click the link. Where do we go next? You go, if you want to sign up, you go to earn funding at the top right. Yeah, there's gonna be bots. I was at Bulldog Trading's stream earlier, and again, it's not just me that has bots. They send it to all the major ones, to be honest. Unfortunately, it's just kind of how they go. How's Neo doing, man? I'm surprised Neo's just struggling as much as it is. All right, guys, we got 14 minutes. 14 minutes until the market opens. I don't really trade VWAP using. I don't really trade crypto using VWAP. Yeah, it's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. I'm all good with it. So basically, they fund you 50K. So basically, they give you a demo, Scott. If you could pass their testing on the demo, then they fund you, right? But they fund you anywhere between 50K up to over 150, or up to over 100K at 150K. You're going to have rules you have to follow once you're funded as well. And so it's like if you could pass their testing and get funded, once you're funded, you get a 90% split, right? So you get 90% split once funded. So if you take that 50K and you make 10,000, you get to keep 9,000. They keep 1,000 since they're funding you that money. But there's also going to be a max loss on the funded account as well. They're not just going to let you YOLO the account. And if they did, it wouldn't be very smart business-wise, because you're going to get some people that take that and then try to manipulate it and just kind of go crazy big size, like in understanding they might get eliminated, but if they hit big, they make six figures and they just cut it and leave. Like that's just too risky for them, of course, since they're a legitimate funded account program. They're not going to allow that. So they're going to have max losses in the funded account program as well. But I think what smart traders do is they get funded and then they scale down their size to where they stay well within the parameters of the funded account program. And so that way there's not really any risk to getting eliminated if you trade the right size, that is. And you can just kind of rinse and repeat and make your money with the leverage that they're now giving you. I think regardless of whether you get funded or not, it's a good option for traders because I think it makes you better traders. It truly does. I think it just makes you a better trader. I think that it enables traders to follow rules and build systems is what it does. So like Top Step is like system building. And then you can also get funded with them. And so I think it makes perfect sense in that regard. I think a lot of people, misunderstand and they just want to YOLO and swing for the fences and risk their money. But it's like, this is a legitimate funded account program. You got to understand, like if you're funding people money, like you're going to set risk levels for them to follow. Like you're not just going to let them YOLO the account. Nobody is. Nobody's just going to say, hey, here's 50K, do whatever you want with it. Like that's silly. Okay, happy Thanksgiving to you all as well. Yeah, all good, Mike. You pass the demo. What's the process like? How long does that take? Well, it just depends on how fast you do it. Like I said, like my Thinkorswim account. So when y'all see my Thinkorswim account earlier, my Thinkorswim account is 30 something. Right now it's like about 40,000 in my TOS account. I get about 140,000 in buying power. And so I don't really need to get funded by Top Step. I'm taking it as a challenge, and they're also a sponsor of mine, and so I'm certainly biased in their favor because they are a sponsor of mine, right? So they're paying me as well, but I think they're the most legitimate one in the world, and I think it's just useful, right? I think people, you have to have reasonable expectations for it, but I think it makes people better traders. Like if you look at like the dashboard, hold on. If you look at the dashboard, like this will make you a better trader, you know. Like you can build you can build rules, you can build plans for yourself. You can, follow rules, and it kind of show you how well you're following rules versus not. This is called Trader IQ, right? So it shows you how well you're following rules. Like we're kind of 50-50. We followed our rules some days, other days we didn't. Market's been pretty choppy lately. We're a scalper though, so we do need to edit this, and we're gonna add 40 since I'm mostly a scalper. We'll also do 5. We'll make that 900. That'll be my plan. And then it'll give me alerts on how well I'm following my plan and all that stuff. So it makes sense. All right, market's still breaking down pretty sizably, though. The market's looking pretty weak right now. Yeah, I hope all you had a, what's up, Spec? What's up, Tidy? Yeah, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving as well. Hope you guys ate well. Again, my whole family's sick. We got the flu. My son's just now getting better from the flu. My mom has the flu, so my mom got it now, and my mother-in-law has it as well. So everybody's kind of got the flu. Well, so I'm buying a new stand. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, we got 9 minutes. Hey, nice. Y'all have fun. All right, guys. So we're just kind of sitting back here. Let me buy my. All right, guys. So yeah. Let's see. Let's add this to the cart. Still breaking down here. We got 6 minutes. Six minutes, guys. All right, guys. So we're starting to bounce back. We got 6 minutes, team. No low floats. We don't really cover low floats a ton. I mean, we do sometimes, but you know. Wait a minute. Bro, it said today, same day delivery, bro. Now it's saying overnight. No, dude. Get this out of here. I'm deleting that. I'll pay for the fast shipping. I want it today. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. All right, we're still gonna get it today. All right, guys. Market's bouncing back a little bit. SPY at 401.75s here. Tesla at 185.20s. Got 5 minutes until the opening bell. Yeah, Gatorade. Get some electrolytes. All right. All right, guys, we're getting a little bit of a bounce back. We got like 3 minutes left until the market opens today. Again, I don't know how long we're going to stick around trading. Two minutes, give or take. I'm going to trade and then get out the way, you know. Also, guys, check out Chart Prime here. Chart Prime's got some pretty good deals. If you guys hear me pump Chart Prime, their discount for B trades, you can get it for $37 a month if you use my promo code for B trades here. We do have but again, pretty useful. Again, this is a Trading View indicator service, so it'll show you on Trading View where candlesticks are, where different buy or sell levels are, support or resistance levels. It has its own custom oscillator. A lot of really cool stuff. And again, they do have a deal right now for Black Friday. And so again, if you want to check them out, I'll post this link. They did supply me with a new link. You can check it out here. Check it out, Chart Prime V Trades. Let me see if they're banner. And so if you want to check it out, you can scan that code right there for Chart Prime. Scan that code, get 20% off. You can also find the link in the chat right there. We're going to get ready to trade, though. We're trading on Top Step today. We are trading Top Step's funded account program. We're in the 150K combine. You can hear the little pop bounce barking. We're going to have to go let them out pretty soon. Yeah, we're starting to rebound here. I mean, it's just a normal rebound. You can see we're actually bouncing right back to like a previous level here. So like there's the low, there's the high. So we're kind of just bouncing back up to that. Less than a minute, guys. Good luck, team. 20 seconds. 30 seconds, really, but. Hey, always tiny coffee. All right, guys, we're starting to pop back up. Again, we're right around that previous support or resistance level. Let's watch this level here. You know, I think this level is relevant, so we can keep an eye on this level here and see if it actually holds or not. There's the opening bell. We got some bounces up initially on the SPY right now. So we got some upward movement. The VWAP is approaching here, so we're kind of tapping this volume weighted average price level. Let's see if this level holds a support now that we popped over it. Let me put this up and put the other stuff actually up on the screen so you guys can see my positions here now. So I'm not trading yet. We're going to let a trend show up first before we actually take anything big. There's that. Here's the trades. All right, so we went up to the volume weighted average price and just tapped that. Tesla is dipping down, so I think Tesla's kind of dragging this down now. All right, so again, we did tap that level we talked about here. Tesla is breaking all the way down to 183s. Tesla just went red on the day. So Tesla is now technically red on the day here. Tesla all the way down to 182s. If we look at Apple here, Apple's breaking down with it. So Apple falling. This is kind of dragging the rest of the market down, so it looks weak. And we will short this. All right, we got two contracts here. Again, we're shorting it because Apple and Tesla broke down, and so that's just kind of a little weak sign. Maybe we pull like a green to red move, which are kind of powerful, but we'll cut it. We'll sell it too. I'm not going to ride just a huge rebound back up. Yeah, we look weak here. And essentially break even here. Watching Apple and Tesla break. Trying to see if we get a breakdown in this candle here, but we'll cut it too if it starts to rebound big too. Watching everything break. Again, I'd like to see this level down here break. Pivoting back and forth. There's somewhat of a breakdown here. All right, there we go. We're green on the trade now. Let's see if we can fully break down now. I'm going to cut this. This looks too sideways. So we're going to get out roughly break even. And let the market move. There's too much choppiness action. We completely had this big downwick and rebounded all the way back up. So, you know, we're going to cut that in case we get a rebound. It looks like we are. So it looks like it was the right move. Wait to see. If we break this down, we'll short back into it and jump right back in. All right, we shorted again, two contracts. Looking for a follow through. There we go. There's the follow through. All right, so we're green. We're going to give it a little bit of time. We got three contracts here. We got a breakdown here. We're about break even on these three. There we go. All right, we got out half of that. We just made about 13 bucks. We still got one contract left. Writing the rest down. I got out the rest there. Made 20-something dollars. We're slightly green on the day on that short. So we did catch the breakdown there. Like I said, made 20-something on that. We'll see if we get a bounce back, but we are starting to see a breakdown. Apple's still breaking down pretty sizably too. Apple's starting to dip. Market's starting to dip. All right, we get a little bounce back up. We'll short some more into this. All right, there's 3 contracts on this pop. Looks like we're about to back. We'll leave this level as our risk. Trying to kind of piggyback off of this range. We're about break even now. See if we flush back down to the lows, which is ideally what we're looking for. Apple just broke lows again. Yeah, it's a pretty big rebound here. It's not really something I'm super comfortable holding. I think the market looks like it wants to come back now. We're hitting VWAP though. We'll let it test it, but we'll cut it pretty fast here. Again, we'll let it test VWAP, see if we reject and come back down, but if not, we'll get out. Yeah, we're going to cut that. Oh, no, it didn't cut it. Okay, there we go. All right, so a little small loss there. We're down like 20 bucks today, so it's still pretty small. If we reject here, we'll maybe start to attack a position, but another neutral open. We're trying to be a little bit more aggressive just because I don't really want to stay here super long today, but here's the range we got right now. If that range breaks, great. You know, we'll have something to attack, but we have this range. We also have the volume weighted average price. We break over this level, we'll take a long too, but Apple started to rebound. Tesla's starting to rebound. Now we'll see if these continue just in their downward trend. Yeah, what's up, William? All right, so we got these pot backs. Let's see what Tesla does here. So Tesla, we're testing the top of this sideways range that we have. Let's see what Tesla does here. Tesla at 182.50. Let's see if it breaks that or not. What's Meta doing? I haven't even looked at Meta. Meta's up. That's got a dragon tech up, especially after a really weak open like that. But again, right now we're choppy, and I can't expect much out of the market today either. We're going to take a small little position here, see if the market holds this 402 level that we just pulled back to. There's 2 contracts. If the market flushes here, though, which I'm assuming, you know, I'll just start assuming that we're neutral again. I like the down wick, though. I like this movement here. We'll add to this. There we go. Popping right back up. Let's see if we can break that high. That'd be great. All right, so we just made about 20 bucks there. We still got 1 contract left. We'll get out the rest there. So we just made about $22. Pretty break even today. Going back and forth, 2 green, 2 reds. Got some movement here. Tesla starting to rip over volume weighted average price as well as previous close. Buying this dip. There's 3 contracts on the SPY right now. We're going to see if we get a bounce. Again, we're pretty break even, so we can take some larger positions here, but I do like this down wick. We need to hold VWAP. We hold VWAP, we'll add to this. When's the new candle open? Tesla just reversed fast too, though. That's the only problem. New candle opens up in about 5 seconds as well. Yeah, I'm cutting that. It's starting to break. I mean, I don't know what I really expected. It's a sideways day. At least my results are sideways, you know. If I was losing money and it was sideways, then I'd be a little bit more upset. Yeah, Tesla just reversed at the VWAP here. So Tesla just reversed. Let me look at like the NQ to see how that's responding more. NQ is about the same. All right, we test the top of the range. We'll buy a dip again. What's Apple doing here? I know Apple was what's kind of dragging tech down with it. Meta. Not much. We're down like 30 bucks today, so we're trading pretty small. Again, we're trying to ride a trend that breaks, but the market's just neutral. It's a half day, so the volume's going to be lighter today. I mean, we could trade small. I'm here. I've been watching the market for the last few hours, so even if I lose 100 bucks. We might get some trends. Just because it's a half day doesn't mean we won't get trends. I made a bunch of money Friday, and everybody thought Friday would be slow. All right, there's 2 contracts. There's another one opening up, so we'll look to add on this dip into this one. There's 4 contracts. See if we get a follow-through rebound here. That's what we're looking for. There we go. See if we hold 402s here, maybe. Yeah, today's a half day. Market closes at noon. So, I mean, the volume is going to be lighter for sure than normal. But it doesn't mean we won't trend. I mean, we could. Friday, we trended pretty solid. Doesn't mean we know anything about today, though. You know. Okay, we're in 4 contracts. We're up a little bit. Sheesh, what a rejection here. Yeah, we're going to cut that before it breaks down more. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought as well about the long. But again, we're just getting neutral action. With that, I'm going to slow down my trading. We're down like 60 bucks. But I just don't think pushing really hard on days like today are really good. So $60 is basically break even for me. And so still green over the last few days, but the market is just not looking good. You know, market's consolidating neutrally, like literally chopping over and under the VWAP. So, and I can't really expect much. A lot of people aren't even trading today. A lot of people drank last night, and so they're probably just chilling right now and sleeping in. Maybe I should have done the life. Maybe I should have lived that life today. I mean, but it's all good. You know. Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. We'll stick around for a few more minutes. How much are you risking per contract? My risk per contract is I'm risking. It's not really based off of risk per contract. I'm probably risking about 30, 40 bucks per contract, maybe, or not per contract. About I'm probably risking about $10 a contract. You know, so if we get 3 contracts, then I'm probably risking about 30 bucks. We get 4, risking about 40, and that's kind of what I've been keeping it to. Meta rebounding here. Let's see what Apple's doing. The only thing though is like Apple is falling down hard today. in pre-market, but it's starting to rebound. Tesla is really what's causing the negative momentum, though. Tesla all the way down to 181s, and it was gapping up really strong this morning too. Yeah. Yeah. Tesla breaking lows. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to slow it down. If we get some big volatility in Tesla and like Apple and stuff like that, then we might look to attack that direction. And so, but I think until then, we just got to sit back. Apple looks like it wants to rebound though. So does Tesla. Tesla doesn't. I mean, Apple does. Apple started to look good though. Tesla rebounding too. So we got some strength in these. We'll take two. I bought 4. I only wanted 2. Oops. Do I want to cut this or leave it? I mean, relative to this, the evaluation, this is still pretty small sizing all around, but I still don't quite feel comfortable with it. Just accidentally took twice the size I wanted to. Like Apple's rebounding here. And we got a little range that we might have hold. We got so many levels right here, though. Yeah, too many stuff falling down. We'll step back in the sizing we originally wanted, which was 2, and go with that. I don't know. Here's the range. Like we have the bottom of the range right here. And so we could do something like this where, we consolidate back and forth, and then we break to the upside and go like that. Like that's possible. We could also do something like this where we consolidate, and then we break down under that level, rebound a little bit, reject, and then start breaking down like that. Like both of those are possible. And there's not really any... there's not really any like real signal of which direction we'll go aside from just pre-market extension on the downside. That might mean we move up from this range, but it's also one of those things where there's just less people trading today. There's the test up. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here, guys. Again, there's not really much to do. We're taking some little risks just to kind of have some action for the stream. But we're getting kind of a choppy market. Kind of what we expected, I guess. Yeah, we're towards the bottom of the range. We'll probably cut this pretty soon. I'm going to get out there. We might bounce at the bottom of the range, but what I'm seeing right now is Apple sideways, Tesla's down. The Q is breaking down. And so betting that the SPY is going to go up, we might reverse here. Maybe everything's extended on the downside and we pull a move back up, which is possible. But we're down so small on this account on the day, it doesn't really matter too much. We're still green over the last couple days as well. The day before yesterday, which was the last trading day that was open, we didn't have any losses, so here was the day before. I think it was Tuesday, right? Was it Wednesday? What's today? Today is Friday. Oh, wow. So it was Wednesday. I'm getting my days mixed up. It feels like the weekend. But yeah, here was my day before yesterday. And so you can wait for the range to break. That might give us something. But again, we're just kind of hanging out at this point in time. Hey, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, we're down on the day, but it doesn't matter too much, guys. I mean, again, the big thing to understand is that everybody loses on any particular day. Everybody has good days, good weeks, bad weeks, good months, bad months. Um, One of the most famous Twitter traders is down huge on the year, and so I think like day trading marketing specifically makes people think that like every day and every week is going to be profitable, and sometimes the market's good and sometimes the market's bad. um, Once you mature as a trader a little bit, you stop kind of looking at it as like the end of the world every loss. Like most of the time when people really harp on like short-term results, it's usually new traders, because new traders don't really understand that like everybody's going to have good or bad weeks, months, days. So it's important to kind of condition yourself to just be pretty immune to good, bad days, good weeks, bad weeks. Again, as I've said, like last year in terms of capital gains, we made money, in stocks and crypto. You know, we made, you know, tens of thousands of dollars in capital gains, which is investing and trading, in stocks and crypto profit or losses. And so because of that, um, you can't really harp too much on one day's results. It's just not something that is going to be good for trading. And it's kind of something like we always talk about conditioning here. You got to condition yourself to just, you know, every day is not the end of the world. Yeah, 2022 has been really the last 3 weeks in terms of day trading momentum has been bad. It just hasn't been good, you know. Um, we've had some good days over the last 3 days, but like in terms of like consistent day trading momentum, in terms of trends, it's just all been pretty rough over the last 3 weeks. Is for me. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna retest VWAP. Yeah, we're moving up. I could add a little bit more here. I need a little dip though. Like we need a little pullback, and there it is. So we'll take two. I want to see if we test that previous closing price is what I want to see if we test. We're right around it. All right, there's three. We're not going to add any more to this, though. We just want to see if we test that previous close. I'm gonna cut this because I see everything reversing right now. I see Apple reversing. I see Tesla reversing. I see Q reversing. And this will probably just signal me to be done with it. It's just that we had some wins, but the last like little run of trades has been rough. Still, we're down less than 150 bucks on the day. And so I really wanted to trade to get some action in. I figured we're gonna have a choppy day today because it's a half day. Just don't destroy your account trading today. You can have little losses like me. That's fine, but they need to be small losses like these are. And again, some days are just not meant to trade. So just don't destroy your account trying to trade days like today, guys. It's just not worth it. Any decent holiday movies coming out? My favorite holiday movie is Jingle All the Way, I think is the name of it. The one with Arnold. That's my favorite holiday movie. It's the one I watched as a kid with Turbo Man. Yeah. So we're going to put trading up for the day and just kind of sit back. But yeah, I'm probably just going to close it down, guys. I just don't see much edge. I don't really trade crypto like that. I don't day trade crypto at all. It's just not much. I just don't find an edge there. Yeah, I saw A Christmas Story too. I also saw the Santa Clauses movie coming out. That might be good as well. But yeah, guys, I'm going to close it down. Y'all have a good day. Y'all stay safe. Again, if you want to check out Top Step and try this funded account program like I'm doing, here is the link. Great way to help support the channel. Check that link. No, Sky, I'm okay. I don't find any extension enough in stocks. Like, we've been making a lot of money with our swing trades lately. I don't really find, and one of the reasons we've been making money is because we've been patient with it. I don't find any edge with swing trades right now. I just don't see much edge in swing trading. There's just not much edge to be found. So in that, it's time to kind of slow it down and not force anything. It's holiday. Monday we'll start back with like trading as normal, but for now, it's just boring right now, guys. There's just not much going on. The market's actually ripping up, but I don't see like I'm okay with a little $140, $130 loss on my Top Step account. We're pretty break even on that thing so far anyway, so it's like we're okay. We made a lot of money on our swing trades. Like I said, the last month we've made thousands, or over 1,000 on our swing trades. So we're actually net green in the last month anyway. But just our day trading, again, the holiday week has been slow and boring. And so I just don't want to push too hard. We did break out of the range. We started testing that previous closing price. So the price action might be good now, but the market's been open for 30 minutes. I'm going to go visit with my family and kind of hang out a little bit. So y'all take it easy. Y'all stay safe. I'll see you guys Monday. Y'all have a good weekend as well. Again, check out Chart Prime as well. Chart Prime is really cool. It's another sponsor of mine if you're interested in checking it out. Chart Prime is pretty cool. It's a trading view indicator service where you can trade on. Let me find my. There it is. It's a trading view indicator service where you can trade on the S&P 500, or you can trade futures, you can trade Forex, and it's actually surprisingly accurate here. If you look at this, like you can see how accurate it is. I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but like if you use this, you can use it in stocks, crypto, futures. It has candlestick patterns, as you can see here, where you can get like bearish engulfing candle. And like, look at this one. These are just candlestick patterns. So it's not telling you to do anything. It's just saying, hey, here's a candlestick pattern. But you do get a follow through drop, possible reversal down. You do get a little dip, possible reversal down. You do get a little drop, possible reversal up. You get a little bounce. Oscillator says green, you get a little bounce. And so again, you can use Chart Prime. They have a Black Friday sale going on right now. So if you look at their deals, they got a lot of stuff going on with them as well. Check out the promo code BTRADE if you want to get 20% off. You can also just use this link. They did give me a new link. I don't think you have to use the promo code with this new link here. So if you want to check out Chart Prime, if you're going to check it out, I mean, it's pretty cheap. The first, you get $37 for the first month right now if you just want to try them out. So it's pretty cheap. Here's the link. Check it out. Have a good, safe weekend, guys. Love you all. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. I'm closing it down. I'm going to go rest and hang out. Maybe play some Xbox, visit with my kids a little bit, Later, team.